All right. Good morning. Welcome. Happy Monday. This is Devoted Heart Lauren with the Monday Awareness Upgrade. I am tuning in live from Nantucket today. I'm on a vacation with my family. It's really beautiful here. It's a little bit cool, cooler than I might have liked for what I was hoping would be a beach vacation, but it's early in the season here, so it is what it is. So anyway, my theme for today, balance and rewilding, is inspired by the wildflowers here. So there's just really beautiful flowers growing everywhere, little daisies, and I don't even know what the names of all the different flowers are, but they grow wild. They grow wild and just emerge miraculously from the earth, and it's this really beautiful offering. And I'm inspired by that because they grow harmoniously with the environment, with the surroundings, with the earth where they live. Okay, so no one planted them. They're not cultivated. It's not that we've brought something in that we desired to look a certain way and grow a certain way and be in a certain shape. They just grow. So they're growing harmoniously with the earth based on the nutrients that are available, based on the sun that's available, all of that. And so I'm kind of looking at how I can apply this to myself. And also what I know about wildflowers and wild plants in general is that they offer the medicine that is needed for the beings that populate that area. So the humans and the animals, the herbs and the flowers and the plants that grow tend to be sort of what would allow for other beings in the area to come into balance within themselves. So so this is just, I'll share, I was thinking about doing this talk outside so that I could show you some wildflowers in the process, but I'll definitely post about it later, so you can see all the beautiful little daisies that are growing on the sides of the road. But on this trip, I have found that I'm sort of trying to come into balance with myself and live harmoniously with my own surroundings. And there's been a little bit of resistance or judgment that's come up. Hello, welcome. Because I've been sleeping in. Usually I wake up for the past, I don't know how many years I've been waking up between 6:30 and 7:30. 7:30 is on the later end. And if I sleep past that, it's like, whoa, it's like pretty much, it's sleeping in. And on this trip, I've been sleeping until, and even before that a little bit, but I've really been leaning in on this trip because I'm on vacation, but I've been sleeping in until 9. And today I lingered around and stayed in bed until 9:30. And I was like, whoa. And so part of me is like, oh, this is bad. I can't let this happen. I need to get up. I need to readjust whatever is going on with my clock, with my body clock, so that I can get up earlier, so that I can be more productive in the morning. And then I'm like, well, wait a second. The past month or month and a half for me, I've been really stressed. I've been really going through a lot emotionally and processing stuff and whatever. So maybe this is what I need in order to come back into balance, is just to sleep a lot. And I don't feel, yesterday I felt a little bit lethargic. It was kind of cold and rainy, so it kind of comes with the territory, but I don't feel unhealthy or anything from sleeping in. I just feel that there's a mental, a mind thing going on where I'm judging myself for taking more rest, for taking more sleep. So kind of practicing letting that go a little bit and trusting that my body is acclimating to the things that have come up in the past month and a half, couple months, whatever. And that I'm just, I'm harmonizing with my life and my surroundings and all of that. So letting go of the judgments and letting myself be in my own cycles. Yesterday I also found that I ate a yogurt, and it messed up my whole day. I felt sort of an inflammatory response, and then I was getting all judgmental of myself, what's wrong with me? Why can't I eat a yogurt in the morning and feel well and whatever? But there's something going on with me where I got very out of balance, and now my body needs to come back into balance, and rather than judging it, can I just go with it? In Ayurveda, the whole principle of Ayurveda, if you're not familiar with Ayurveda, it's the yogic sister science, the life science of how we take care of our bodies. And the principle is like increases like and opposites balance. So it's guided by the 5 elements. okay? Earth, fire, water, air, and ether, or space. And so if I'm feeling anxious, or if I'm feeling like I have a lot of gas, there's a lot of air in my body, then I don't want to balance that with more. I wouldn't balance that with more air, because like increases like, and then I would just be more airy. I would be more anxious. So actually what I need is earth. What I need is earth. What I need is to drop in, maybe to sleep more, maybe to eat more grounding foods, as opposed to something that's going to be very activating, because I've felt very activating in a way that has been sort of uncomfortable. So, you know, we might think in broad strokes that eating healthy means eating salad and smoothies and whatever, because of whatever has been projected upon us. But in reality, we need to create balance. We need to rewild. So this idea of rewilding means that we're coming back to our true nature. And sometimes that involves opposites that create balance. Okay, so if you're feeling very heavy, then you need something that's light. If you're feeling very light, light, it sounds like something that's always good and desirable. But if you're feeling too light, then it's like you can't get anything done. You can't focus. Feel anxious. I feel in my body like there's a lot of like air that's trapped. Okay, I felt very inflamed yesterday after I ate that yogurt, like there was air trapped under my rib cage, and I was very uncomfortable. So like increases like, and opposites balance. So today I'm going to share with you a breath practice called Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana is a pranayama. Pranayama is a breath practice. It's one of the limbs, one of the steps in the yogic path, and it, on sort of a surface level, it's just working with the breath. And on a deeper level, it's working with the life force energy that's moving through us. And in that way, connecting with the divine within yourself, connecting with the divine in general, whatever that means to you. You can take it or leave it. You can just do the breath practice if you want. But Nadi Shodhana, the nadis, welcome. Hello. Thank you for tuning in from India. So the nadis are the energy channels. If you're from more of like the traditional Chinese medicine side of things, then it's the meridians, okay? But the energy channels that move through us, from the yogic perspective, are called nadis. The two main nadis are the Ida and Pingala, and they kind of go like this, back and forth, down and around our central channel. Okay, so if you can think of the central channel, the core of your body, from the top of your head all the way down to the base of the spine, the core as if you were an apple, not your core like your abs, okay? But the two main nadis, Ida and Pingala, go like this, wrapping and weaving around that central channel. Let's see if I get this right. The Ida is the feminine channel, and the Pingala is the masculine channel. Okay, so said another way, the Ida is the lunar channel, or the moon, and the Pingala is the solar, the sun channel. Okay, and so if you even begin to notice which side of your nose you're breathing more through, or which side might feel a little bit more blocked, then you can start to tune into your balance as far as left and right, masculine and feminine, solar and lunar. So let's just do a quick check together if you're willing. So cover one side and breathe. I'm covering my right, breathing through my left. I don't know if you can hear that, but it was a little bit blocked. I probably should have used a tissue before I started this. Okay, and then I'm covering my left, I'm breathing through my right. They're both a little bit blocked, but I would say that the right was more blocked than the left. Okay, so the right being the more activating, solar, linear energy channel, and the left being the more cooling, calming, the lunar, the moon side of things. So the way this breath practice goes is that we alternate breathing through the sides, we isolate. So if you take your hand, I'm going to use my two peace fingers, the pointer finger and the middle finger, on my third eye center. You could also just tuck them under, okay, but touching there. And then the thumb is going to come to the right nostril, the other two fingers, the ring finger, mostly the ring finger, but the ring and the pinky come to the left nostril. And you're just gently pressing on what my teacher calls the birth of the nostril, which is right where the hard bone meets the soft cartilage. And you're going to leave your fingers on the nostril the entire time. So you don't, what I used to do is like this, just like taking it completely off, like that. But leave the fingers connected the entire time, and you're just going to alternate where you're putting the pressure. So we're going to practice this breath for a few minutes, if you're willing. And this is something that is very balancing, and for me is really good for anxiety. If I feel very stressed or very triggered or very just emotional, crazy about whatever, this is a breath practice that I use and a breath practice that I offer. So, touching the fingers down to either side, touching your third eye with your other fingertips if you're willing. Gentle pressure on the right side, and then breathe in through the left. And then release and breathe out through the right. So you're opening the right. Breathe in through the right. And breathe out through the left. Okay, let's pause and just reflect. So that was one round. So breathing in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, and out through the left. Okay, so you're alternating. So we're going to do, I don't know how many rounds, but we're going to do some amount of rounds of that practice. So set yourself up again. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Do 3 more rounds on your own. On your complete release, and breathe through both nostrils. And then let the eyes open. So I definitely feel better, even having done that for a few minutes. I'm curious if anyone has any reflections. Please please share, or if you have any reflection of the side to side, which side was more open, which side was more closed. If I were to do this again, I would blow my nose before I started, but it's okay. So again, that breath is called Nadi Shodhana. It's a great breath practice, or pranayama, for creating balance. For creating balance in your mind, just in general, for creating balance between the masculine and feminine, the solar and lunar, the sides of the body, the sides of the brain, all of that. So then my question for you is, if you were to take a look at your body, your mind, your life, how you're feeling today, what would help you to come into balance? What would help you to rewild? What would help you to live more harmoniously with your surroundings, with the earth, with your life, with the people around you, all of that. So rewilding, like those little wildflowers that are sprouting up out of the sides of the roads, just growing wherever, based on what's actually happening, based on what the earth is offering in that location. Okay, so rather than judging and pretending like, oh, this shouldn't be this way, or let me just keep eating salad because that's what I think is healthy, or let me just keep on whatever, waking up at whatever time, let me actually look at what oppositions I can create in order to come back into balance and to rewild and be harmonious with everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll post some pictures of the wildflowers later on, so stay tuned. And don't forget, tomorrow is the solstice, so today's the last day of spring, tomorrow's the first day of summer. I'm offering a free chanting meditation from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can sign up using the link in my Instagram. I'll make sure to post the link in Facebook as well, but that'll be chanting the yama and niyama, the 10 foundational kind of ethical, moral practices for living a yogic lifestyle. Or, even if you're not into yoga, it's something that can be really helpful and supportive for living well. So thank you, and happy Monday. See you soon.